Hey you guys, I don't even know if I have a connection. I'm just hopping off the subway here. Never usually start down here, but I figured I'm on my way to meet you at Myrna. I missed the bus, or the bus missed me. So I took the subway. Hey, Carriopolis. Happy. Sorry, Wednesday morning. Joe is home with his family. He's driving back today. He's got a little bit of work to do tomorrow. So I kept pushing this Runyon Canyon hike off. Good morning, mountain bike. I figured Wednesday was a great day to do it. All right. Hey, LAC. Good morning. We're coming up across from Pantages. Just to be fair, we will walk by Myrna Loy. I'm hoping, because it's so early, I did want to get here earlier, that we might be able to see if there are any of the night gallery aside from Myrna Loy left. And if you wondering about the night gallery, I posted a little thing in the Discord about it. Shavkat, good morning. Good morning, everyone. It's going to be a beautiful day no matter where you are. BD! Are you still snowbound? I kind of, I was never obsessed with Myrna Loy before. I've always admired her and liked her in The Thin Man, right? But the fact that she is the remaining door pull down was kind of amazing. And then I recently, because we've been talking about her so much, she keeps coming up in my algorithm. So I think she's reaching out to us. I kind of want to preserve that roll up. Oh, that's great. What's the temperature going to be today? Going to be able to put shorts on? I'm actually wearing shorts and it's in the high 60s. It's probably going to be in the high 70s or early 80s. Early 80s. Where's my mind at? Music. And why is that? Capitol Records. Is it 54 degrees? Wow, I'm actually wearing shorts and a t-shirt. 54 degrees where you are. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Do we need I think we need a showgirls emoji because we walk by this often enough. I think it's going to be the deja vu legs. You can't really see them, but I think it would make a nice emoji. Or this guy. Gotta respect the mustache. Also, we walk by here all the time when it's open, and it's pretty busy. The Sincerely Syria and Berliner Döner House. Good morning, Art. Willkommen. Good evening from the UK. What's the weather like in the Netherlands and the United Kingdom right now? We are having a beautiful morning here in Hollywood. So, Runyon Canyon's pretty awesome, and it's a real treasure for Angelenos to have. But it's one of many places that you can hike here. This one, I mean, and most of them are just a couple blocks up from Hollywood Boulevard one way or another. I mean, the hiking spots over here. 18 degrees. At least it's sunny. Also, I have to convert 18 degrees in my head. That's not too bad. I think a couple of places in the US are just chilled out completely. Like 10 degrees. I remember the last time I was in a snowy situation. Cool, I need to know what the temperature is. 64. Shout out to Bob Newhart. Sometimes I just all of a sudden recognize a star, or see a star for the first time, Bob Newhart. And Sid Grauman, why is Sid Grauman's star all the way down here? Anna Magnani, Alan Freed, Abby Lane, Mel Blanc. We're moving on. This isn't the point of our day. Although it's really nice to be... hey, Con-Can. Welcome, welcome. Well, thanks for being here. I know this is really out of my wheelhouse, the early morning stream, but I kind of like it. Oh, Steve Carell. For some reason, I thought that was Adam Sandler. Thanks, Nightbot. You're a true pal. We are definitely live. This is definitely human content. It is. I have no idea what time it is. I'm trying to turn my watch on. I've already walked 2 miles. I really love Pasadena, to be honest with you. I'm throwing out my gum. I don't know if you could hear me smacking. I apologize. It smells like Fabuloso. You know that Hollywood Boulevard is clean. All clean up. What's the temperature right now, BD? For ya? Sorry if you said it and I missed it. I'm also trying not to trip on oh my god, 6:15 in the evening. So just past sunset. So I'm going to try out something that I tried out yesterday in Pasadena. I've got a little information on Runyon Canyon to like throw up a little bit later. No, we are about an hour away. We're about a mile away. We're going to go on a hike up into the Hollywood Hills. So we're going to get some views. I brought water. And something that's called Hiker's Trail Mix. We'll see how that works out. There's Alito. Charles Bukowski. Who else? The wind chill is always the worst. The wind chill or the humidity. And Ed also... Hey, T-Soups! Good day to you. Hiking streams are a little bit iffy. We might we might hit a couple buffer spots. I am planning another hiking stream for the really near future. I want to pay All right, so I'll wait for everybody to get here. Myrna Loy, Night Gallery. Honestly, check out the link in the Discord. It's fascinating, all of the pictures that they had painted on these awnings. Alfred Hitchcock, the folks from Star Trek, etc. Alfred Hitchcock with birds, no less. Harrison Ford. Oh my gosh, that was Harrison Ford right there, I think, smoking a cigar. Sorry, I just turned the microphone off instead of turning the music blocker on. Myrna Loy was not on Night Gallery. Night Gallery refers to, in 2002, to sort of revamp Hollywood Boulevard, they had painted classic stars on the awnings, the roll down awnings. There was Alfred Hitchcock. There was, look, it's the Marx Brothers. They were just classic people. I only remember Alfred Hitchcock and the Star Trek people, and of course Myrna Loy. But every awning had them on it. Of course, Myrna Loy seems to be the only one who has lasted graffiti. Every couple of years, and we'll probably see some stuff start to happen soon. They try to do something to just revitalize, and I'm so excited. The boulevard. It was voted the worst tourist place ever. Tourist trap. The Hollywood Walk of Fame. Where we're walking right now. Do you think it's so bad? Leave a comment down below. That's what I remember Myrna Loy from. Although I know I've seen other movies with her in them, but I just remember her from those. They were smart, sassy, so chic. Nick and Nora Charles. And she really was a class act. I saw her, she acted until the end, on stage. I don't know, there's something I like about her. I would seriously, I would watch, if you can, some people can't really sit through a black and white movie. The acting is completely different. The acting style is completely different. It's almost more play-like, and the closer you get to the silent films, the more ridiculous it kind of is. But I like it. I would watch The Thin Man. You will fall in love with Manhattan, cigarettes, and Art Deco like you never have before. So the only rule, this actually one in particular, if you go to that article I put on the Discord, this is the one with the Star Trek characters on it. The only rule was that you had to have a star on the Walk of the Walk of Fame on the boulevard. You weren't necessarily placed in front of your star. So we have a lot of awnings down, and I think Myrna's the only one that lasted. Would you say mountain bike? Who is your favorite 30s actress? you say that it was Jean Harlow? I think my favorite 30s actress is like a three-way. I really like Bette Davis, of course. Also, some of their movies don't seem as ridiculously dated, I guess. The acting style. Of course, I love Joan Crawford melodramas. $200 and something. I actually don't know that factoid. We struggle with it. Or 2000 something. I wish LA no. How many stars are there? I need like a lifeline. Boop, boop, boop. Trivia lifeline. So you don't just get awarded the star. Someone has to nominate you. I'm sure most of you guys know this from us talking about these before. Someone has to nominate you, and then it's $75,000. Maybe 74. And no matter how terrible you are, your 2,836, almost 3,000, no matter how terrible you are, they don't pull up your star. I could give you an example, but I'm not going to. We're going to start today off in a beautiful way.
Hey, where you been, huh? How you been? Oh, they ain't see you. God damn. Where you been?
He's not talking to me. I thought that guy was talking to me. Thank you guys so much for being here. I want to thank my members. I updated it. So let's give a member shout out. This should be updated. If you don't see your name on there and you're a member, let me know. But I really appreciate your support. I couldn't do this channel without you. I'm gonna walk back here in this alley because we can. I find this little weird building kind of fascinating. That's not why I'm walking over here though. It's kind of unlike the other buildings around it. I would like to live in that last little piece. So we're sneaking behind the Hollywood Wax Museum alley. If you are a friend of the channel or a regular, we've done this before, so. It's the cleanest alley in Hollywood. Huh. Who knows how much longer these guys are gonna be here, but I love these little hidden murals of Hollywood's yesteryear. Of course, the Stella Adler. Hey, Ruben. Stella Adler Acting Academy is right on the other side, and there's Stella. But we're behind the Hollywood Wax Museum. That at one time I think just said Hollywood. And we have John Wayne, Elvis Presley, and Marilyn Monroe, and these two guys having a cigarette, so we'll give them their piece. And then you have these modern fellas. Honestly, I only know Anthony Bourdain. I don't know the other two guys. Don't judge me. Anyway, back to the boulevard. We've got like, I think 4 more blocks. There we go. Spanto and Mac Miller. Thank you so much. I don't know who Spanto is. I know who Mac Miller is. And of course, Anthony Bourdain. Hey, Cecilia. Lovely to see you. Mac Miller's a musician. And the other guy, I'm not sure. LA Unknown, who's the other guy? Sorry. Spanto. I'm gonna go onto the shady side of the street. No, we're in regular Ho. This is classic downtown Hollywood. WeHo is where Runyon Canyon is. Oh my god, LA Unknown, what street do I turn up to go to Runyon Canyon? I completely forgot. The closest street to walk up. It's Reg Ho, not to be confused with WeHo or East Ho. Fuller, thanks. There are two streets, one is just way further. This will be the second time I have gone to Runyon Canyon to hike in my life, I think. I'm more of a Bronson Canyon or Griffith Park hiker. In fact, I think the next hike we're gonna do is, I can't start off there, but the Ferndale, I'm gonna start off at the Ferndale and then turn on the live stream at the base of, the observatory. And then just take that last hike because it's pretty clear over there. We'll just have to do it on like a Monday. Lonnie Grace, hello. Hey, thank you guys so much for being here. I didn't go to the shady side, but I am going to. Elvis was calling. I kind of wish I had waited to get my coffee till I got down here. It would be really nice to stroll the Blvd with a cup of coffee, but I had like 2 big cups before I left. So I think in the interest of heart health, let me know if it's too windy. I just turned the noise suppression back off because I don't think we're going to be walking through any music this early in the morning. I guess the Hopper grand opening is all cleared up. Dude, okay. They have $5 flashback movies on Tuesday. So, kind of awesome. And our stream wouldn't be complete without a little fire action. Absolutely, yeah. If there are any neighborhoods in particular You can totally mention them here or leave a comment or whatever, Cecilia, and I'll try to hit them up for sure. I love the neighborhood walks, and I love the more exploratory walks. Like I loved going to Culver City. And it's really what the channel is really about, just the city and exploring the city, but going to Hollywood is... You never know what's gonna happen. Like this lady doing a crazy TikTok right here. It's kind of early for dancing. I'm kidding, it's never too early for dancing. It's never too early for joy or dancing. Hey, Realistic Bunting. JC Loop, you guys welcome. I wish they'd take the $5 premier ice cream thing down. Now it's just a reminder. Cool. Oh, thank you so much. I've never been to Mexico City. Rome is pretty incredible, though. I think as far as world cities go, Rome is definitely amazing. I really like Paris also, for some reason. Magic Castle up there. Right? I never come on this early, Cecilia, and look, I got everybody up out of bed. This is like a regulars also. I mean, we see a lot of lovely new people from the United Kingdom. Thank you, guys. I kind of like Paris. I feel like, ooh, I could buy some Caesar dog food. My dogs don't like Caesar. I've tried, in a pinch. Ooh. Hey, Tony, I'm so glad you came for your lunch break. You came just in time to see Donna Summer's star. She works hard for the money. I love Amsterdam also. It's a really nice city to visit. I love the Netherlands in general, though. I also loved Cairo. Was pretty kind of cool. It had a really interesting, weird energy to it, I feel like. Ancient, sounds cliche. So if I get to see you guys, maybe I will do a couple of more early streams. You know, I haven't world traveled for quite a while, but I did get it in when I was young, and I could still walk. Oh wait, I'm walking right now. I did get it in when I was young and before America was a total asshole. Oh, did I say that? Sorry. I I don't know that I would want to go anywhere right now. We're not very good friends to people in other countries, or we're not very good friends to other countries. I'm a little ashamed. No, I love Canadians. I love Canadians my whole life. What are we doing? Also, I love Europe. What are we doing? What are we doing with Africa? Like, sad. Anyway, I do mean them, but I think when people look at I think if I were to go to another country, regardless of my super humanist, caring, liberal political beliefs, I'm still looked at as an American, and I probably I would have to explain it away. Even when I lived in Vienna like a long time ago, and America is kind of like Los Angeles. People love to dump on it anyway, but I feel like, honestly, for the first time, we might have a reason. Well, not really, I know all the political bad stuff we did, but I feel like for the first time, we should be embarrassed. No comment. Things just pop up for reasons. Things that we don't talk about usually. Anyway, I think we're in trouble. But for now, we're gonna go hiking. So the last time we were in Griffith Park, I also spelled Runyon Canyon wrong and had to fix it on the fly. Last time I spelled R-U-N-Y-N. I think I'm gonna blame spell correct. Last time we were in Runyon Canyon, we saw these kind of remnants of a house. That was actually, I guess, the Runyon Mansion, maybe? Thank you so much. I think there are a lot of us on this channel. I think there are actually a lot of us. So at one time, there used to be a ton of like motels on this end of Hollywood Boulevard. We're really getting into the residential-ish area, and we're getting closer to West Hollywood. I'm not sure if West Hollywood is... I think we're officially in West Hollywood right now. Perhaps. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so bad. This is why we need Joe. Joe will be home later today. I might try to convince him to do a nice little walk about town. It depends on how tired he is. We might pull a second live stream today. Might. I think a 30% chance, and it would probably be, an evening walk. Here we go. Shout out to Joe. Oh my gosh. I actually had a really funny meme to use for Joe, and I forgot to upload it. But if it's your first time, I can't even talk. If it's your first time here, please feel free to like, subscribe, chat. We're trying to make it to 5,000 members. I think we are about 68, 69, or 70 away. So I have heard of the Tropicana Motel. Are you talking about the Tropicana Motel on Fountain and Western? I've never stayed there. I've never been inside of it, but it's like a oddly placed motel now, but it probably made sense for that motel to be there in the 50s or 60s. All right. The best thing about this particular hiking trail is if you need a gourmet coffee, I'm pretty sure there's a place to get one on the corner up here. I feel like last time we came here, there's like a mini Erewhon up here. Oh my God. Tell your friends, tell a teacher, tell a friend. Wait, what is that? Never mind. Don't do that. You can always unsubscribe later after we hit 5,000. Oh my gosh, thanks, Ricky. Thank you for being one of them. And a member. Can you tell the hike starts here? Because my voice will be a little slower, deliberate. I'm going to add a touch of vocal fray. A touch of vocal Glenn Fry. How do you say his last name? Anyway, touch of vocal fries to make you feel like I'm struggling. Whew. Here's our first factoid. Of course, like everything in Los Angeles, this also was part of the Tongva Gabrielino tribes' land. I'm not a Runyon Canyon expert. I looked this stuff up this morning. That first thing kind of goes without saying whenever we're walking through Los Angeles. This really all is Tongva Gabrielino land, I think. It's beautiful up here. It's like a little hideaway. You can see why the guy, Mr. Runyon, probably loved it. It was built, and also, I love this little Normandy style. It smells like a diaper. Normandy style building. So in the early 1900s, it probably felt a little bit more secluded than what we're seeing here now. I have to see what Joe's up to. We are going to live stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're going to take Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday off because we're going to go home for... Joe and I are going to go home. Go to Joe's home for a funeral. I would love to go to the beach. I think we're also gonna check out the firecracker run in Chinatown this weekend. So we'll be live streaming right up until Sunday. I just don't have everything laid out, and then we'll probably return Thursday or Wednesday. Thursday, of course, the art walk. I can't resist it. We're gonna go again. We're gonna dedicate that to our good friend Will, who loved the art walk. I should have dedicated the last one to Will. Oh, gourmet coffee. I thought it was valet. Yeah, it's a run in Chinatown for the New Year. Woo! Right. Or just what we're looking down at. The pines. So, oh, you can bring your dog here for a run. Oh, Tony, thank you so much. Oh, there's like a little Spencer Pratt for mayor. I can't wait to talk about the mayor. Voting for mayor. It's interesting. Mayor and governor we're dealing with it. The sound keeps cutting out. It's because Daniel keeps texting me. I usually have my phone on silent. Home of a classic Budweiser. So our goal here is to get a kind of nice hike in without getting up anybody's butt and ticking off anybody. Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. Most likely. And when they were a certain age younger, I think times they were a different.
I never said.
My only thing here is ticks, but that is a happy dog. Hola, calle. Our low IQ governor. So I ran through the list of governors. There are a couple of important things. Again, we don't really talk politics, but a couple homelessness and economic stability are probably the three major things. Also, I hate to say it, green energy. We gotta fuel this stuff, but also take care of our planet. All right, that's enough. And so I went through the list of governors, and it actually, by my criteria, it said I should vote for Villaraigosa, who was not even close to being on my list. You think I should vote for Blossom? Mayim Bialik has a couple of things I don't go for, but maybe. She seems smart. Opinions. Whew, this is considerably warmer than the last time we came here. I'm glad I wore shorts. We will have moments of buffering because we're under trees. Chaparral. I'm kidding. We're not going under the chaparral. Trees and canyons. So the signal might cut out. Hey, to let me ruin your view with this. Like, sub chat, hype if you're watching this later. We'd love a good hype. Could be like Vice something. I don't think he could be the main governor or mayor. But he had lovely hair. I feel like, is he bald now, Joey Lawrence? He was all about that like mane of hair that he had. I didn't really watch Blossom, I must admit. I've just heard about it. I mean, I've seen it. I didn't just hear about it. So I think in addition, it looks like there's like little trails that you can go off. Again, I've never come up here, but that could be wrong because it says, do not go off trail. Oh, maybe for just there. Okay. It is the connection. Because we're in a canyon, there's like little loopy spots where we... Thank you so much, LA Unknown, for putting those pictures up. I loved it. There's little loopy spots where we're gonna data up. But I'm gonna try to move fast enough to get us through those. Oh my God, Joey Lawrence was cute as a button when he was a little kid with that little like bowl cut. Wasn't he on? Oh my God, I remember Joey Lawrence from Give Me a Break. Hey, Auntie Nell. Nell Carter was a force. Realistic bunting, I usually try to avoid places that don't have a good signal. This originally said that there was a great signal up here. So, for the most part, it's pretty good. Hey, Oskay! Happy day to you. And that day would be called Wednesday. Me too. I loved Give Me a Break also. Nell Carter was kind of a force. Like a Broadway actress with an amazing kind of voice that then ended up on a sitcom as a maid. We try to make the most of everything. Thank you so much. Here, we're gonna... I'm hoping that maybe as we head back down, some of the haze will lift. Imagine that being your house. Wait, hold on. Hey, Lori McGee. Right there. At the top of the canyon. Would be amazing, especially in the nighttime. Or, I mean, LA Unknown had shared some pictures in our Discord, which were stunning. Maybe we'll walk up here for a sunset. I'm gonna have to have Joe come with me. Oh my gosh. I didn't know she was that young. I feel like she was 54 when she was on Gimme a Break in the 80s. Oh my gosh. You know when you're like a kid, you have no perception of how old people are. Everybody looks 50 or 30 or 98. Like, and then you find out that, oh my God, Nell Carter was 19 when she was playing on the tough talking but sweet loving maid on Gimme a Break. I don't think she was. But if she died at 54 in 2003, she was only in her 30s. Okay, so last time we came up here, I kind of signed off, or like I kind of turned around at this walkout. Turnout. We're gonna go up a little higher today. Right, I feel like my teachers, my like second grade or third grade teacher was probably like in their 20s, and I thought they were like 40. I also I had a lion grandmother who told me for like 10 years of my life, probably from like as soon as I could ask her age to like 14, that she was 50 years old. So that really skewers you, you know, my perception of what a 50-year-old looks like. It would be really peaceful if I would shut up for a second. So let me shut up for a second. Let's have 30 seconds of Zen here. I remember Give a Hoot. I also remember the crying Native American. Oh, all right. I'm gonna put our little thing up. We'll zoom. We'll do one not zoomed. But we'll try to do a Shauna Rock, hey. I'm so spooked about heights that I will not walk on. I'm gonna walk on the other side of this bench. There's no possible way I could just end up skidding down this hill unless I was a total dipshit idiot, which, you know, may or may not be the case. Let me zoom so we can kind of make out things a little bit better. We got DTLA. Just below that, you see the trailer park and Hollywood. Right? We were just down there. Then we're looking all the way out to the sea. So let's all right. We're gonna go up to the top of this, and then I don't think I'm gonna go any further because I'm already like sketched out by this, but I see some stairs. I literally hate heights, so I'm doing this for you. Please like, subscribe, chat. I almost feel like I'm gonna have to go down this on my ass. That's not the way. Okay. I swear I saw stairs. All right. I just don't want to run into people coming down, scrambling. Oh. Much nicer. Oh, I'm starting to lose my signal. Also, I hate it. I hate being up here by myself. I'm a chicken shit, sorry. Let's go walk up the other side. I'm not gonna hurt myself. I think if it was a little more properly stared, I wouldn't have been afraid. Sorry, I am a baby though. So let's go up the other side. Again, I don't know that I'm ever gonna go all the way up there without somebody here. Like, I think I would have been a little less chicken shit to go up that if I didn't have a backpack on, which makes me feel slightly, I'm just making up excuses. I was a chicken shit. There's like a baby, 3-month-old baby crawling up there right now that doesn't care, but I do.
I know we need to find something. Oh my god,
I remember feeling just so much love and disgusting.
Hey Lonnie, that's a great idea. We go to Venice Beach pretty often. Actually, we used to go to Venice Beach pretty often. Now we go to Santa Monica and walk to Venice. So, I'm wearing my sneakers. These are not hiking sneakers, so like, I don't know. I'm just making up excuses. I'm gonna overcome that on the stream, but maybe with Joe. Maybe when I hit 7,000 and I'm willing to show my face and someone else can hold the camera. But I also am old, so I gotta be careful not to break a hip. I can't afford one of those Jane Fonda titanium hips. I am wearing my green sneakers. They are the sneakers with the most solid tread on the bottom that I have right now. But as you can imagine, I wear sneakers out a lot. So I am in need of a new pair of sneakers. I really don't want to break a hip. Oh my God, Joe would have to put me in a radio flyer wagon and just drag me around Los Angeles. Little red wagon in LA, and I could sell water and treats. When I took the subway home last night, I love when people sell stuff on the subway. It's usually kind of like a little bit of an organized affair. They've got a box. Hey, puppy. They've got a box. Everything is set up. This guy was selling cookies out of his pocket. I shouldn't laugh. I didn't laugh at the time. The cookies out of the pocket, just kind of a cookie too far. And you know I love cookies. I considered buying them for a second, because I did have $1. But has anybody bought, I think somebody bought Girl Scout cookies. I'm afraid I'm going to buy Girl Scout cookies and they're not going to be as good as I remember. You know? Like, I just imagine the Thin Mints being really minty and slightly chocolatey, but I feel like the last time I got Girl Scout cookie Thin Mints, they were chalky tasting. I can't explain it, but mint, like, can kind of do that sometimes. Like, I guess. I'm not a mint expert. I do think a lot of the cookies that people ate in the 80s and 70s, like Oreos, Hydrox, or in Chips Ahoy, do not taste the same as they do today. I hate Chips Ahoy now. I never really loved Chips Ahoy, but I hate them now. Actually, I don't hate them because I don't use that word. Okay, Thin Mints were amazing. That's the only thing I'm going to risk it. Thin Mints. Throw them in the freezer. Then sit down on the couch and eat a whole roll. And then think I'm going to save the next roll and go up and get it and sit right back down on the couch and eat it. I have not seen any rattlesnakes. Hey, Mike. Not today. I've seen them in Griffith, but not here. Also, I have not been very adventurous. I was afraid to walk up the creek and sliding stairs. All right, we're gonna try to go up this side now and see what we can see. Right? No hate. We got enough hate in the world. We don't need to hate inanimate objects. Maybe just olives. Mary Cad, welcome. Guys, thanks for being here today. Shout out to members. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel right here, right now. Hugs. We're gonna walk up the other side, so hang tight while we re-signal up. I was hiking in Griffith Park one day with a friend, and I think I've told this story before, but there was a lady who had one of those crazy visor hats on, so you can't see her face, like a stormtrooper in drag. Had white gloves on. I don't remember what else she was wearing, like a little older lady hiking outfit. And she was doing these crazy moves with her hands, kind of like going like this with both of her hands, almost clearing the path. It was like a sunny day, much like this. And then all of a sudden she stops abruptly, and I keep moving. And like, I'm gonna call it a sidewinder, but a rattlesnake just right across. I've seen more rattlesnakes in the desert, though, in Joshua Tree. I don't know. I think people do have magical powers, and I do think she might have had some. We're gonna go this way, up, out. I'm gonna try to convince Joe to come with me so we can actually go higher We're gonna go up this way a little bit and then take the other exit and walk back down through Hollywood. I know, I should have taken the baby trail. I think, personally, coming down those stairs probably would have been a little bit easier than going up them just mentally. I used to do stuff like that all the time. I don't know when I discovered gravity, but it's very scary. Oh my God, it's really just lovely up here, Mary. I mean, it feels like a little respite. I just keep coming here early in the morning because the temperature. But once the fog clears, the views are pretty spectacular. Okay. I wish I trusted my dog enough to be off leash. Hey, T-Talk. I'm sorry about the blizzard. Almost every day is the same here in Southern California, so don't be jealous. I have no idea what month or day of the week it is. It's February. I know. Rent time, right? I feel like you should get charged less in February for everything. Cable, rent, everything. Right? Sun is out. Ooh, those foxtails are terrible.
Yeah.
Get like fit as an attendant.
Other stuff.
Ooh. Hey, BD, maybe we'll see you later. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you guys for stopping in. Hold on, I'm gonna just try to change the There we go. Oh my God, I'm starting to sweat. You can see, we're gonna go up a little higher, but I gotta look out for these bad boys. Oh, hey, Jesus, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Oof. I'm not going all the way up. It actually looked easy, to be honest with you. Also, it looked like it had less people on it. Should I hop the fence, LA Unknown? I'm just kidding. I'm sure there's a rattlesnake hive over there. All right, I'm gonna try to just change the connection one more. It's pretty amazing. Thank you guys so much for being here and putting up with the intermittent signal. Nature is a language. Can't you read? And nature's coming back. We're bringing nature back. Yeah. All right. Should I do it? I don't think so. Can you see the Capitol Records building? Capitol? Okay, if anybody is in the Discord, members in the Discord, we will go higher when Joe takes the hike with me. So please ask him to take the hike with me. That fence is to protect nature, but probably there is some private property down at the bottom. I'm gonna try signal. We should. Let's start our descent back to Hollywood. I wish I had a baby emoji. I would use it right now. I'll give it a shot. I think I have to sort of head back now. This will be a recurring project. We've gone higher than we ever got today. So the next time, I'm going to take the easy trail. And we'll go even higher. I just want to see the Hollywood sign. I also am going to eke out. Again, I do think it's really awesome to come up here and hike, live stream. I'm going to see if we can go somewhere else too, to add to our hiking. I am also, I forgot some of my really awesome little things. All right, boom, did we talk about this? Oh yeah, in the 1980s, developers had their eyes on this property and residents pushed back. And then this thing. Have you seen any influencers? I thought I saw Hailey Bieber, but maybe not.
Why is it hard? Is it because he wants very specific industry?
I think I'm gonna walk back to Myrna Loy and then take the bus home the rest of the way. So I'm gonna head out the same fuller exit versus going to the exit that's over here, which is a little further away from where we want to be. So we'll head back down to Hollywood Boulevard now. Oh my gosh, I never ate my hiker's trail mix. I only bought it to eat it here. We are in the hills, Lem Cakes. Sort of the West Hollywood Hills. The hills are tricky. We get intermittent signal in the hills. Ooh, am I still zoomed out? Boop, there we go. The one thing I will say, it feels weird to live stream today, or so early in the day, because I got plenty of stuff to do. I could do laundry. I, for some reason, thought that sign said, "We cannot sell coconut water."
Guy that they got from Sweden or whatever, the prime minister. You're ready.
Everyone's talking about the Epstein files, I swear. Yeah, T-Talk, it'll get a little crisper and clearer as soon as I walk through this weed whacker mess over here. I actually was trying to avoid this guy earlier. I guess this is my just desserts. Oof. Woo! I think my lungs got a little tiny workout. Not the workout this guy's getting on the bench, but maybe I should. I actually love, I don't know what can prevent forest fires. I think we got here at the perfect time. This looks like it's, okay, look for influencers.
Really wonderful and great.
We should be all set in a second. Or not.
Morning.
onto the shady side of the street. Alright, I'm gonna try my signal one more time. It didn't seem to be bad here before. Oh, I think it's alright. I probably couldn't afford to go to their website, whab.com. I guarantee we're looking at probably $5,000 for a bachelor. I cannot live in. This sounds really snobby, but I don't think I could live and sleep in the same room I cook in. That's why I could never have a bachelor unless it had like a separate kitchenette where I could close the door. Otherwise, everything kind of ends up smelling like what you cook. Right on. Problem. That's why I couldn't have my dog off leash. If he wasn't paying attention to Jasmine, she would have run across the street and grabbed on that pit bull or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I one time saw a leashless dog whose ear was bitten by another dog, and the other dog, one of them was not on the leash. I think it was I can't remember, the non-pit bull. It was sad to hear the dog cry. Anyway, enough about that. I'm gonna go home and walk my dogs. Sorry, I'm on such a shady street. Just bear with. It smells so good over here with these chopped trees. I think if the last thing on earth were like a bachelor for $5,000 to live in, I just probably couldn't do it. I would hate paying $5,000 a month for something I didn't own. But I guess if you could afford it, it doesn't really matter. I don't like that they call this the Mondrian because there's nothing about it that is Mondrian. I used to live on Fountain Ave, but when it was a little sketchier. All right, I'm gonna try my. We're coming out to La Brea, so we should be on the mend. And we are. All right. I'm gonna live to cross this street. Okay, we're on Franklin. We're gonna walk down one more block to Hollywood Boulevard. I'm gonna go left, and then I'm gonna probably sign off in about 20 minutes to a half an hour, however long it takes me to get to Myrna. And then after that, I'm gonna go buy some shampoo. I need some shampoo bad. I would rather live here, actually. I love those windows. And this is now leasing beautiful, spacious apartment homes. Nothing I love more than beautiful and spacious. Although, honestly, I'd rather live in something brand spanking new, so there's less chances of Go hug your monkey. I don't know what that means, but I'm hoping you mean literally hug a monkey. Monkeys are cute. Is it a baby monkey? Monkeys are cute, but also scary. They just like go for your face. Be careful with that monkey. Remember when Lucy, was it the Lucy show? It wasn't I Love Lucy. They got a monkey on that show for like an episode. I really should have just kept walking down Franklin. I'm gonna get a sunburn waiting for the light to change, I think. On either end of Franklin, here, like over by the other end, Cahuenga Highland, it's literally like 6, I'm exaggerating for the most part, but all these lanes that come together. And I literally have a walk sign, and these, I don't understand. All right, I'm about to be bitchy. Sorry. Pedestrians' rights. I'm all about pedestrians' rights. We are little bone and meat bags. That's a steel car, or whatever they're made out of now. Could really hurt us. Oh, I heard about that monkey. That's really cute. And also a very sad story, in a way. Just rejected by its mother. This kind of tugs at your heartstrings. Also, we love monkeys. Except for those monkeys that tear your face off. Or that monkey that plays the cymbals. Monkey Shines. From Stephen King, that monkey. I heard Jackie laid another egg. I hope they named the eagle Sandy after the lady who was responsible for putting up the cameras in Big Bear. Also, Sandy recently passed away. I love the Eagle Cam. I think I've actually thrown it up on the channel before last year. Now, Jackie and Shadow, the Eagle Cam, you guys, when you're not watching this live stream, I highly recommend that live stream. I'll put a link to it up later. Just don't watch it instead of this one. Because if you really want, I will get an egg and carry it in my hand. Not really. But maybe. I really hope that egg hatches. So here we are at Hollywood and La Brea. We got a couple blocks. I can't believe, but for some reason I can never remember. Myrna Loy's on Wilcox. So if any of you guys missed the beginning of this, I started the stream off in the subway station. So you get to see the Hollywood and Vine subway station, which is actually kind of cool. I'm going to try to do that more often if the subway's empty. I just don't want to be trapped in there filming people who've had a hard day at work. Oof. I'm scared of birds. You guys, thank you so much for being here. Please, again, hate to be reminding you of this, but super important to the algorithm and to us. Please like and subscribe. We're human content. We are live. It also keeps this kitty dancing, right? We want to do that. What a cute kitty. Like. Anyway, thanks. We try to be a respectable show and classy, but I can't resist a kitty. You are so welcome, mountain bike. How is you feeling today? How is that mouth? I didn't hear you mention anything, so I'm guessing you're feeling a little bit better. Or at least maybe just better. Oh, thank you for coming along. We really do appreciate you being here. Okay, that's really funny because the guy who just walked by me is one of the guys. We don't know people who live stream, we don't know each other, but from the Big Goose Adventure, one of the guys, I don't know their names, but we watch them sometimes. They're not live streamers, but they do a lot of stuff in West Hollywood from maybe more gay perspective. Hey Ricky, I'm glad. I think I might try to do a couple more little early morning ones just for the regulars. It was really nice to see Cecilia, BD, you. Oh, LA Unknown mountain bike. I forgot I moved the microphone because every time I walk by this store, they turn the music up. And it's usually like Matchbox 20. I really don't want to give Matchbox 20 any money. They're loaded. It's actually not Matchbox 20. It's a song called The Promise. It's like a Depeche Mode ripoff band, I think, from the 80s. You know it. I think it was more popular later on. Oh my god, look you guys, Raising Cane's is coming. Or maybe it's already here. How's it going? I'm not allowed to come here. Oh, no, they're still hooking it up. Look, it's Man Chinese Theater. We're going to do a speed walk through some of your Hollywood favorites. I actually have seen, I'm not a fan of Elvis Presley, but this movie looks pretty epic, to be honest with you. Just some of the film I've seen from it looks crazy. Keychains, only 99 cents. That's the kind of keychain your key is going to fall off. I don't know if I would let my child lie. Oh, on LL Cool J? I'll give you that. That was worth a lie down. I think the Nightbot is kind of wackadoodle anyway. I'm gonna walk on the shady side of the street. I'm gonna see if they'll just let me walk into the Jimmy Kimmel show. I think it's a fickle mistress, the Nightbot. Big screen, big deal, $5 Tuesdays, select movies. I gotta remember that. I don't usually live stream on a Tuesday, but I could definitely come in here, sneak my camera in with me, and for $5. I mean, I wouldn't do the movie, but I could show you the inside. So amazing. Brazil! Hola! Thank you so much for being here. I took a shower this morning just to be proper, right? But I didn't really wash my hair because we're out of shampoo. Well, we're not really out of shampoo. We're out of conditioner. And if I wash my hair, it's so coarse without conditioner, it even sticks out more, such as yesterday. So I need to get shampoo and conditioner on my way home. Desperately. Hi, Sunday. I couldn't eat a sundae for breakfast. Or could I? Actually, I'm gonna go home and make a delicious egg. But since Joe's not here, just the egg, no biscuit. I haven't. I used to wash my hair with like ivory sometimes. Like ivory soap. My hair just is coarse or curly or like weird, and so it needs like, need expensive treatment. I need that Olaplex stuff. I'm joking. Ooh, a frittata is great. I had a cheeseburger for dinner last night. It came out fantastic. I tried to like smash it, but it kind of broke up. Still really tasty. I think I've got a homemade cheeseburger. I think I gotta have just a nice egg and toast when I get home. I do use conditioner. I actually condition my hair like every time I rinse it, and only wash it maybe once or twice a week. But I'm out of the conditioner, so I just rinsed it this morning and used like a watered down version of it, so it feels it's gonna be really frizzy today. Did you see the humidity? I get this really actually awesome conditioner, which is like $8, and it's from Japan, and it's called like CER 100 or something like that. It's like $8 or $9, but I just use a little tiny drop of that, rub it into my hair, and it literally like restores my hair to like feeling like human hair. I'm old, so you know, your hair gets a little wiry and crazy when you get older. It kind of gives me more youthful hair. Ooh, I made a burger patty in my air fryer a couple weeks ago. I really love to smash them out, so I didn't really love it because it was too thick. Uh-oh, someone's got their Starbucks. Whoa. Whoa. You know, you can see me. Can you see my hair sticking out? This guy's having a Starbucks. I actually just jumped because it blew air up my shorts, if you know what I mean. Sometimes I use a shampoo conditioner combo too, and I forget who makes it, but I mostly just try to limit washing my hair to a couple times a week because it's so coarse. I need to like let the oil, whatever, get down. Like, sound like I'm some kind of hairdresser scientist. I don't know what I'm doing with my hair. Oh my God, the State of the Union. So I got home at 7 last night, and so I missed the first half of it, And then I had to cook my burger. I didn't want to sit down and watch it and then cook because I feel it probably would have upset my stomach. So I watched it and, sheesh. It blew shit out my shorts. Sorry, that was really revolting. Not normally a way I talk. But yeah, it was something else. Because I got up so early, I usually spend the first... Well, I didn't get up so early. I got up the same time I usually do, but because I was going out so early this morning, I usually like watch my news stories in the morning. So I didn't hear anybody's recap of it, which I'm dying to hear the recap. My thing about it is just, I would love to start a political channel. I really would, and I would love to tell you how I feel. Really would. I just don't want to get punched in the face by somebody on the street. But didn't it feel like a lot of theater, if you were going to give those awards away to people, did you have to do it that way? It almost seemed like everything was pomp and bluffery and to just... Never mind. I want to wake up 2 years from now, but I want to know that behind the scenes, I've tried to do something about it. Never give up. Never surrender. Isn't that from the Smurfs? I'm kidding. Oh my gosh, on my way home, was it last night or the night before, after the stream, I saw one of those robot delivery things like stuck in mud, like rolling back and forth. It had like blue lights on, as if it wanted to, like, I don't know, somebody to help it. I thought about pushing it, but I didn't want it to take a picture of me or I break it or I don't know. I can't afford to pay for one of those robots. And I walked my dogs like 45 minutes later and it was still stuck in the mud with like flashing red lights at this point. And I guess it couldn't overcome the mud. Lonnie Gray's mountain bike. We are almost to our full circle. Well, we started actually at the subway, but we were supposed to meet at Myrna. We're almost back to Myrna, so I'm going to sign off really soon. If it is your first time here and you haven't yet, I would really appreciate it. It really helps the channel. Like, subscribe, chat. If you're watching it later, there's like this hype thing you can do. It really does also help us with the algorithm. Somebody's dinner was getting cold inside of that robot. I also want to take a sec to thank my members for supporting the project and the channel. We've got some new member videos coming out for March. I did not do this one this week, mostly because we've been live streaming so much. But I have been adding more behind the scenes stuff to the Discord. Whitley and Wilcox confuse me every time. So is Myrna Loy at Whitley or Wilcox? She is at Wilcox. Or even better, she's probably not at either. Hey, I would have helped it, I just don't want to touch it. Like, what if I touched it and the wheel broke off and it looked like I was trying to like steal a meal? It's asked me to push the crosswalk signal for it before, and I've obliged. I'm not for hating on robots, I want there to be jobs for human beings also. A little political. Martha Ray, hey, the original fresh mouth, right? Every time I think of Martha Ray, I think dentures. How about you? Also, a senior woman being taken advantage of by a younger gigolo. Poor Martha Ray. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know how I never saw the picture of that calzone before, but that calzone looks great. I want a breakfast calzone now. Dolores Del Rio. I hear the night crawlers. I was trying to remember what song this was. Mushi's super cute. Actually, she looks the same as all the other ones. It's just the name Mushi kind of seems cute, right? All right, is this guy sitting in front of Myrna Loy? They are. So here we are. Our start point and end point, the fabulous Myrna Loy. Thank you so much. You too. If I had a little more time and money, I would certainly sit on a bus for a couple hours with you guys. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. We will see you tomorrow on the live stream. Maybe later today. Still kind of haven't decided. We're gonna see what happens when, oh my gosh, yes. The thing is, once you sell denture cream or adult diapers, people remember you for dentures or adult diapers. Neither which should be shameful. So, Chief, this guy is, you saw him writing, he's writing some crazy, interesting stuff. Anyway, I'm going to dentures and diapers. Or, what was the FDS? Anyway, well, we shouldn't go there. We're gonna leave you with some hugs and some good thoughts. Thank you guys for being here with me on the walk. I know we're gonna get higher next time. Higher up the hill, that is. Appreciate you guys so much. Hey, Robert, we are just about to check out for the day. I am sure that you guys are all gonna have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for being here. Woo, hearts. Woo. I will see you tomorrow, maybe later today, but most likely tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye.